Have you ever caught yourself reaching for a handrail, only to realize it wasn't there? Or maybe you felt that tiny wobble in your step when getting out of bed in the morning, the kind that makes you pause for a second to steady yourself. If you're over 65, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Falls aren't just slips, they can change everything in a heartbeat. One little misstep can suddenly mean weeks in the hospital, months of recovery, and in some cases losing the independence you've worked so hard to keep. But here's the good news. You don't have to just cross your fingers and hope for the best. There are simple, practical changes you can make at home that dramatically lower your risk of falling and help you keep your freedom, your safety, and your peace of mind. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 powerful changes you can bring into your home and your daily life that make a world of difference. And don't worry, I'm not talking about expensive renovations or complicated gadgets. These are straightforward adjustments that are proven to reduce the risk of falls, yet they're often overlooked. Think of them as small steps that give you big security. So let's dive in and start with one of the easiest yet most effective changes you can make right away. The very first thing we need to talk about is lighting. Now, it might not sound very exciting, but trust me, it can make or break your safety at home. Picture this. It's the middle of the night, you wake up feeling thirsty and you shuffle to the kitchen. If your hallway is dim or the light switch is too far away, that's when trouble strikes. Say a throw rug, a chair leg, even just the uneven edge where the hallway meets the living room carpet. Any of these can trip you up before you even realize what's happening. Good lighting eliminates those hidden dangers. You don't need to flood your house like a stadium, but a few well-placed lights can change everything. Start with your bedroom. Place a lamp or install a simple night light close to your bed so you never have to fumble in the dark. Hallways should have low-glow nightlights that guide your path without being harsh on sleepy eyes. Motion sensor lights are another great option. Imagine lights that automatically switch on as soon as your foot hits the floor. They're inexpensive, easy to set up, and they save you from the awkward hunt for a light switch in the dark. Kitchens, bathrooms, and stairways should also be high on your list for good lighting. These are the spaces where falls are most likely to happen, so make sure they're always bright and clear. Now let's move to something equally important, your floors. When we're younger, we don't really think about what's under our feet. But as we age, our balance changes, our reflexes slow down, and suddenly that small rug in the hallway or the glossy polish on the kitchen tile becomes an accident waiting to happen. If you take a walk through your home right now, you'll probably notice rugs that curl up at the corners, cords running along the floor, or maybe even clutter that you step around without thinking. Each of these things might seem small, but combined, they create a minefield. Here's what you can do. First, tackle the rugs. If you love the way they look and don't want to part with them, secure them with non-slip pads or double-sided rug tape. That way they stay firmly in place and don't slide out from under you. If you can part with them, even better. Bare floors are safer. Next, look at the cords. Lamp cords, extension cords, phone chargers. They often snake across walkways. Reroute them along the wall or secure them with cord covers to keep them out of your path. And then there's the clutter. Shoes by the door, magazines near the couch, laundry baskets in the hallway. It all adds up. Creating clear, open pathways through your home is one of the simplest, most powerful ways to protect yourself. Another thing people forget to think about is footwear. Yes, footwear inside your own home. Many of us get comfortable walking around barefoot in socks or in slippers that are soft but flimsy. The trouble is, bare feet and socks can slip easily on tile or hardwood floors, and floppy slippers don't offer any real support. What you want is footwear that gives you grip, cushioning, and stability. Think of it as armor for your feet. A good pair of non-slip house shoes can feel just as comfortable as your old slippers, but give you so much more security. If you're someone who loves socks, make sure they have rubber grips on the soles. That small adjustment alone can save you from a nasty fall. As we talk about these changes, I want you to picture your daily routines. Where do you walk most often? How do you get from your bedroom to the bathroom, from the kitchen to the living room, or out the front door? Each of those paths should be smooth, clutter-free, and well-lit. These are the highways of your home, and keeping them safe gives you the confidence to move around freely without the nagging fear of a slip or stumble. And remember, these adjustments aren't about making your home look clinical or taking away the cozy touches you love. They're about making your environment work for you, not against you. In fact, many people who make these changes say they feel more at ease, more confident, and more in control in their own homes. That's what independence is all about, living life on your terms, without unnecessary risks standing in your way. Before we move forward, I'd love for you to take a moment and hit the like button if you find this helpful so far. It really supports the channel and helps this message reach more people who could use it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We share practical, easy-to-follow tips just like this every week, all designed to help you stay active, safe, and independent for years to come. Now, with lighting improved, floors made safer, and footwear upgraded, you're already building a solid foundation for fall prevention. These first changes may seem simple, but together they create a safer environment that gives you more freedom to enjoy the little things, like moving around your kitchen without hesitation, or getting up at night without that flutter of worry. And that's exactly what we're aiming for, not just safety, but the freedom to live comfortably and confidently every day. So now that we've already taken care of better lighting, safer floors, and footwear that actually supports you, let's keep building on that foundation. Think of it as layering protection, not just to prevent falls, but to give yourself peace of mind every time you move through your home. One of the biggest problem areas in any house, especially for those of us past 65, is the bathroom. It's ironic, isn't it? The very place we go to freshen up is one of the most hazardous spaces in the home. Tile floors, water splashes, and the need to bend, twist, or step in and out of a tub all add up to one thing: a perfect recipe for a fall. But with just a few changes, your bathroom can go from a danger zone to a safe zone. The first change is as simple as adding grab bars. You might be thinking, grab bars, aren't those for hospitals? But here's the truth. Grab bars today are designed to look sleek and modern, blending right into your bathroom without making it feel clinical. Install them in the shower, near the toilet, and anywhere else you often reach for support. Think of them as giving your arms the same stability that good shoes give your feet. It's not about weakness, it's about smart preparation. Even professional athletes use support equipment to protect themselves, so why shouldn't you? Another bathroom fix is non-slip mats. Place them inside the shower and just outside it too. Those soft fabric bath mats might feel nice, but they can slide when water drips onto the floor. A sturdy, rubber-backed mat will grip the floor and stay put, even if you step on it with wet feet. Combine that with a handheld shower head so you don't have to twist or stretch awkwardly, and suddenly your bathroom is no longer a risky place but a comfortable, safe one. While we're here, let's also talk about toilets. Something as simple as raising the height of your toilet seat can make a huge difference. Lowering yourself down and standing back up puts strain on the knees and hips, and if your balance isn't perfect, that's when falls happen. Raised toilet seats or add-on risers are inexpensive and easy to install, but they can save you a world of trouble. Now, let's step outside of the bathroom and look at another area we often overlook: the stairs. Stairs can be tricky at any age, but they become especially challenging when vision, balance, and strength aren't quite what they used to be. If your home has stairs, whether inside or outside, safety here is critical. The first and most obvious change is secure railings, on both sides if possible. It's surprising how many homes only have one railing, but when you're going up or down, having the option to steady yourself with either hand can be a lifesaver. Make sure the railing is solid, at a comfortable height, and extends the full length of the stairs. If you ever feel even the slightest wobble in your railing, fix it right away. Don't put it off. That railing is your lifeline. Lighting is just as important on stairs as it is in hallways. Each step should be clearly visible, so consider installing strip lighting or bright bulbs above. You can even add glow-in-the-dark tape along the edge of each step. It sounds simple, but it helps your eyes judge depth and spacing, especially if you wear glasses or your vision isn't as sharp in dim conditions. And don't forget non-slip treads. Wood and carpeted stairs can be slippery, but adhesive strips or rubber stair mats add traction that keeps your footing steady. For those who live in two-story homes and find stairs increasingly difficult, stair lifts can be a game changer. I know it may sound like a big investment, but for many people, it's the difference between staying in their beloved home and having to move. Even if you're not at that point yet, keeping the idea in mind for the future is wise. It's about preparing for independence, not giving it up. Something else that often flies under the radar when we talk about fall prevention is furniture placement. Have you ever walked through your living room and realized you had to weave around a coffee table or squeeze past the arm of a chair? Those little detours create unnecessary hazards. When you arrange your furniture, think of it as setting up clear walking lanes, just like streets in a neighborhood. You want wide open paths that let you move without sidestepping or turning sharply. If you have small pets or grandkids who leave toys scattered around, this becomes even more important. Consider baskets or bins that sit neatly at the edge of the room where clutter can go, instead of in your walkway. And while you're at it, check the height of your furniture. Low chairs or couches that are too soft can be hard to get up from. If you've ever found yourself pushing hard on your knees or using a table to hoist yourself up, you know what I mean. Firmer cushions, slightly higher seats, and armrests you can grip give you the leverage to stand safely and easily. As we've been moving through these changes, one thing becomes clear. The goal isn't to make your home look like a clinic or take away the personality you love. It's to shape it into a space that works with you, not against you. Every grab bar, every sturdy mat, every clear pathway is like a silent helper, making sure you can keep moving confidently on your own. Now here's something I want you to think about that isn't physical furniture or flooring. It's your vision. Poor lighting is one thing, but even with the brightest lights in the world, if your eyesight isn't at its best, you're still at risk. A huge number of falls happen simply because someone didn't see the hazard in front of them. So, one of the smartest home changes you can make is actually keeping up with your eye health. Regular eye exams, updated prescriptions, and glare-reducing lenses can all make your environment safer. If your glasses are scratched, dirty, or not giving you clear vision, you're basically walking around with blind spots. That's like driving with a dirty windshield. You miss things you should see. Clear vision helps you judge distances, spot obstacles, and move with more confidence. I want to pause here for just a moment and remind you, if this conversation is resonating with you, hit the like button and subscribe. It's a small gesture, but it helps support this channel so we can keep sharing tips and tools that genuinely make your life easier and safer. When you think about it, every change we've talked about so far, bathroom safety, stair improvements, furniture adjustments, and even eye care, all work together for one big outcome: freedom. Because independence isn't about doing everything the hard way. It's about being smart enough to make your surroundings safer, so you can keep enjoying life without constant worry. And once you start making these changes, something amazing happens. You stop feeling like you have to be on guard all the time. You relax, you move with more confidence, and that confidence itself makes falls less likely. We've talked about lighting, floors, footwear, bathroom safety, stairs, and even how your vision plays a role in staying steady on your feet. But let's finish strong with a couple more changes that tie everything together and truly help you hold on to your independence. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools for preventing falls is actually your own body. Strength and balance are like built-in safety equipment, but as we age, they quietly fade if we don't keep them sharp. Think about how many times a day you bend, twist, or reach. If your leg muscles and core aren't supporting you, that's when stumbles happen. So, one of the best home changes you can make is creating a little space in your house for movement. You don't need a fancy gym, just a corner with a chair, a mat, or even a sturdy countertop to hold on to. Make it part of your routine to do a few balance exercises right in your living room or kitchen. Stand on one foot while holding the back of a chair. Practice slowly sitting down and standing back up from your chair without using your arms. These tiny movements add up, strengthening the very muscles that keep you steady. And don't underestimate walking either. Even walking laps inside your home or up and down your hallway is better than sitting still. Every step you take trains your body to react quickly and confidently when you need it most. Alongside that, let's talk about the role of technology. For many people, technology can feel overwhelming, but it can also act as a quiet safety net that gives you and your loved ones peace of mind. Simple devices like medical alert systems or smart watches with fall detection can literally save your life. Imagine this: if you do have a fall and you can't get to a phone, pressing a small button around your neck or wrist connects you instantly to help. Some devices even detect a fall automatically and call for help without you lifting a finger. You might be wondering, do I really need that? Think of it this way, seatbelts aren't used every day, but when you need them, they're priceless. The same is true here. It doesn't take away your independence. In fact, it gives you more freedom to live without fear, knowing you have backup if something goes wrong. Now, as we bring everything together, let's pause and take a breath. Because all of these changes, whether it's better lighting, a grab bar in the shower, or simply rearranging your furniture, might seem small on their own, but together they create an environment where you can thrive. Independence isn't about doing everything exactly the way you did at 25. It's about making choices that let you keep living life fully, comfortably, and with dignity. Think about the freedom of being able to get up at night for a glass of water without hesitation, or the joy of moving around your kitchen while cooking without worrying about tripping on a rug. These aren't just conveniences, they're the keys to holding on to the life you love. And that's why fall prevention is really about so much more than safety. It's about protecting the little moments that make life sweet. And here's something else worth remembering. Making these changes doesn't have to happen all at once. Start with one thing. Maybe today you add a night light to your hallway. Next week, you secure the rugs. The week after, you install a grab bar in the shower. Step by step, you'll build a home that feels safer, stronger, and more supportive. And every step you take makes your confidence grow. Now let's end on a motivational note. Getting older doesn't mean losing your independence. It means adapting smartly, so you can keep enjoying the things that matter most. Time with your family, hobbies that bring you joy, and the simple pleasure of moving freely in your own home. You have the power to shape your environment in a way that supports your freedom, instead of limiting it. And when you do, you're not just preventing falls, you're building a lifestyle that keeps you active, happy, and in control. So my friend, here's my challenge for you. Take a walk through your home today with fresh eyes. Look at the spots we've talked about, the lighting, the floors, the bathroom, the stairs, your furniture. Ask yourself, is this helping me stay safe, or is it quietly making life harder? And then, commit to changing just one thing. That single action will set the tone for everything else. Before we wrap up, I'd love for you to take a moment to hit the like button if you found this video helpful. It's such a small action, but it helps this message reach more people who need it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We share tips every week to help you stay active, safe, and independent at every stage of life. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What's one change you've made or plan to make that helps you feel safer at home? Sharing your experience might just inspire someone else to take action too. Remember, small changes lead to big results. You don't need to transform your home overnight, and you don't need to give up the independence you treasure. With just a little awareness and a few adjustments, you can create a safer, more supportive space that lets you keep living life fully and confidently. Here's to a future filled with freedom, comfort, and peace of mind. Here's to living your best life at any age.